Yo. Every Tuesday, 6 p.m. We locked in.
Shake Dizzy. If you take a walk through my city, take a look right now. I'ma show you, dude, this is what it look like. If you make a stop around the country, every hood right now, I'ma show you, dude, this is what it look like. If you take a walk through my city, take a look right now. I'ma show you, dude, this is what it look like. If you make a stop around the country, every hood right now, I'ma show you, dude, this is what it look like. This is what it look like. This is what it look like. New Yiddy City, homie, this is what it look like. Land of the free, homie, this is what it look like. You black and can't breathe, homie, this is what it look like. This is what it look like.
Oh, let me get my brother in here.
New Yiddy City, homie, this is what it look like. Land of the free, homie, this is what it
I think you know what? Just to let you know, man, I'm just getting off, bro.
Hold on, I ain't hearing you. I'm not hearing you. Sounding crazy low.
Hold on. Let me turn this up. Can you hear me better now?
Still sounding on the low side.
Oh, Lord, I don't know, brother. How about now?
Still same old.
But you loud and clear, man. I don't know.
You hear me loud and clear. I'm hearing you on the low end, and I make sure I turn my volume all the way up. I'm all the way up.
I see. I got the earpiece in, so I don't know how it's not.
You want to try taking the earpiece off 1 second? Let me see anything, if there's any change.
How does it sound now?
Damn, still the same way.
I don't know, man.
They hating on us.
Hold on. Let me see something. Audio. Source.
This is what it look like. Trying to see what it look like when my brother get himself situated.
Hold on. We get into it, guys. We get into it.
Ain't nothing to it but to do it. You feel me?
That's it.
Know what I'm saying?
Let me see if
rice butter. 41 hollows. This can't be real. Shout out to mom on the check-in. Shout out to wifey on the check-in. I don't know why I let me wave at you, baby.
Wifey was early today for this one.
Huh?
So Marcia was early today for this one.
She early because we talking about relationships. She on top.
No.
She on tip top.
I'm telling you, man. Marcia, what's up? Big up yourself. Press it on the ends. Big up, big brother.
Damn. Wonder why the hell. So look.
Now try to figure out something. Hold on there.
Trying to like hook it up with the car?
Yeah. See how that work.
Guy, we just checking in, everybody. We just checking in.
Go on, run the truck, man. We can hear what go on upon that.
Yeah, we just talking about when we talk about relationships mixed in with parenting. So, like to hear some people's opinions and all of that.
Hold on there.
What it look like.
Big up, Sean. What go on, brother? Good day, man. Hold on the ship. Can you hear me?
I'm hearing you, but just on the low end, that's all.
How am I sound now?
Same way, brother. Yeah.
I don't know what to do. I'm connected to
Marcia, he sound low? Marcia? Answer me, let me know if he sound low. If y'all hearing him fine, you know, y'all can just send a thumbs up or something.
Yeah, if y'all can hear me clearly, send a thumbs up. If you still not hearing me clearly, let me know.
No, we hearing you, but you just on a low aspect. We hearing you. I know I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you clearly, but on a low end. That's why I'm so close to the damn phone. I'm ear hustling. Oh, you hear him? Marcia, you hear him good?
Marcia said, nah, he's good.
Damn. Wonder what's on my
end. Let me take
then.
this out.
All right.
Mom saying she hearing too.
Say
Thumbs up.
less.
Everybody
Hey,
hearing.
if they
Say
if they
less.
hearing, that's all that matters. Then I ain't caring. I'm just gonna have to scoot up and be up and close to person so I can hear you. I don't know why I'm not hearing you properly, but
You know, let's get
that's
into it. What's up?
yeah.
What's up, bro?
I'm here. I see you look like you out. You look like you out on the work on the job, working
I
out
just,
there.
I just got off. It's been a long
Yeah,
day. You know what I'm saying? But it was a good
that's
day.
what's up.
It was a good day. Every week, Tuesday on the check-in, 6 p.m. Gotta make it. You know what I'm saying? I had a little journey to get to where I'm at right now, but we made it. You know what I mean?
Homie, we made it.
We here right now. So
Well,
what's good?
yo,
What's going on?
I just want to say this real quick. I want to give God thanks for bringing us here for another week. I pray that He blesses to continue doing what we're doing and we prosper and grow. I pray that He blesses that everything we talk about is informational, positive, and that it has some type of positive impact, inspirational, motivated, inspiration on your life, motivational and inspirational aspects to your life, and pray that it's just a blessed session. All these things we ask in your name, amen. So
Amen.
yeah, so yeah. Last time we was chopping it up, man. We left off talking about relationships, you know. So
Mm-hmm.
first, before we even do that.
Mm-hmm.
Big ups to Nathaniel on his 5th birthday. That's your big
Facts.
boy. Shout out to the
Facts.
general.
Oh, you mean? Listen, man, I love my little boy, man. I can't believe Nathaniel 5 already, man. I can't believe he's 5. Like, it was just yesterday I brought him home from the hospital. It was just yesterday I brought him to his first doctor visit. All of this is still fresh in my mind. You know what I mean? And his name Nathaniel means gift from God, right? And man, I tell you, parenting is a whole different ball game, man.
Yeah,
You
we
know,
gonna interlock that. We gonna
yeah,
interlock that with the
parenting is a whole
relationship.
different ball game. But today is his day. Like, we had some celebration over the weekend. We went to a little water park and had some fun. Him and his cousin. It was a good weekend this weekend for him and his little people. You know what I mean?
Nice, nice. That's what's up, man. So we just want to give God thanks, for letting him see another year, man. And I know that's a
That's
blessing.
it.
I know it brings you joy.
That's it.
5 years
That's
under the belt, man, and many more to
that's
go.
it.
You know what I mean?
That's it. That's it. The young, listen, they're the future, man. That's the new generation of Browns. You understand? They are the future. So we have to make sure so we have them in line. We have to make
And
sure that they stay.
we just gotta try to carve them out, and carve them the right way to just keep them on that
That's it.
straight path because there's so much roads for distraction. You know what I'm saying?
That's it. That's it. That's it.
But yeah, the relationships, man. You know, how you feel? How you feel? Single.
Relationships are good. Relationships are
Hold
good.
on. How you
Listen,
feel?
listen, 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 listen. Relationships are good. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, hold on. How you feel versus like single versus being in a relationship?
Mhm.
What's some of your pros and cons you think?
All right. For me, for me, right? When I'm single, it could be dangerous. You know what I'm saying? It could get crazy when I'm single.
Lord, we
Especially
about to
that.
go
Hold
left
up, hold
early.
up. No. That's a young version. That's a young version of dream, right? That's a young version. But the older I get, and especially becoming a father, that changed, right? Now the pros of being single is that you have time to really know yourself. You understand? You have time to process all the relationships that you've been in that did not work. You have time to process what you could do moving forward to make sure the next one you get in works, right? Um, in a relationship now you have companionship, right? You have companionship because again, as human beings, we want to have that partner with you. You don't want to be alone. At times when you're single, you get lonely. And when you get lonely, then you might find yourself in situations that you really don't want to be in. But again, you know that she's right there with you. You know,
Hold
even
on,
if,
cause hold on,
even,
you froze for a little bit. You said you might find yourself in situations that you don't want to be in. What you said after
right.
that? Uh-oh. Look like we having some issues. We're having a little issues. I see the circles kicking in. Yeah, Tip, having a little internet connection issues right now on your side. Cause you yeah, he got kicked off. He trying to jump back in. Let's see what happened. See. Hold on. Let me try to get him back in. What you doing hand on the chin for, Marcy? What's the hand on the chin for? What's that? What that supposed to mean? Huh? The man talking about his situation. He talking about when he's single, it could be trouble. I don't know what kind of trouble you talking about. You know what I'm saying? Dewey inside of Verizon connection. He need to be in the crib. His joint ain't working too tough in the car. Let me see where he at. Let me see. Get back in here. He might have had to run into a room or something. See if he could get. Still not coming through. Let me see. View. Hold on. Hello. You look like he having his internet issues right now, unable to join. But yeah, hopefully it's not the Verizon situation that's what it is. Or maybe, you know, the internet gods don't want him talking about his past single life or whatever the case may be. Want to leave that in the past or whatever the case may be. You know. But until I could get him in, I'm gonna try to so-called finish off where he left off at, basically talking about the pros and cons of like single and being in a relationship. And to me, that could go either way, depending on just how you are personally. So for one person, being single might be a great thing, and for another person, being single might be a bad thing. You know, so I think it all depends on the individual or whatever the case may be. I could say from my experience, you know, I'm very independent person. So there is some pros of me being single when I was, you know what I'm saying? You have your options to do what you want to do, you know, move how you want to move. You have more time to think about what you got to do personally to impact yourself, build yourself, or whatever. You just really got to worry about yourself. But then, of course, on the flip side, on the negative side, is similar to what my brother Wall Street was talking about, is you know, the companionship. So sometimes being single, you can get lonely. You know what I'm saying? Even though you have all this free time, or you may have several, you know, friends, whatever that you spend some quality time with, or whatever the case may be, y'all might not connect on you know, that real intimate level where y'all can have a real conversation or whatever the case is. Y'all might just be cool with going out and having fun or whatever, but when it comes to a sit down and talk, you know, you might not be on the same page with that person. So, you know, trying to let's see. Let me see what's going on. How we sounding? Because
Yo,
the
can
man
you
them
hear
a
me?
clone. Yo, them a clone you about your Verizon doggy.
Yo, the boy Kevin, man, it's all good.
Yo, he out in the sticks of Jacksonville right now, man.
Listen, you giving out my location, man. What's good?
Yo, the sticks in Jacksonville, son. Somewhere in out one of them villas or
Oh
one of
man,
them, one of them Orlando's or one of them
you
Palm
know,
Beach.
all I know, you know, it's country up in Jacksonville, right?
I don't know nothing about it, bro. I don't
Man,
know
I
nothing
don't know. I'm
about
on
it,
a
but I know
Wi-Fi.
say y'all freeze right, eh?
I'm on a Wi-Fi. I don't know what's
Oh,
going on.
oh, word?
Yeah,
Man, that's crazy. But But I'm gonna finish off where I was at because your joint kind of freezing a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So, long story short, back to I was saying the pros and cons of being single versus a relationship. I was saying some of the pros of being single. You get to do what you want to do. You don't really got too much responsibility as far as worrying about your other half or whatever the case, if they how they doing and this, that, the third. But then again, on the flip side of that, you can get lonely at times if you really want somebody to chill and build with. You can get lonely, you know what I'm saying, if that happens. So one of the pros about being in a relationship like myself, I've been married for 2 years now to the beautiful Miss Dark and Lovely who's locked in here right now. We've been together for like 10 years, you know what I'm saying? It's so much, when you have somebody to build with, that's a beautiful thing when you uplifting each other and y'all building and growing together, you know what I'm saying? Going from regular apartments to basement apartments to regular apartments to owning cribs, building, that's a special thing. That's something to me that you could cherish out of a relationship, knowing that you got somebody that got your back, you got their back. You know what I mean? That to me, those are like some of the big pros of relationships. And of course, it also comes with the cons of it sometimes. Sometimes you may be uppity and you feeling good and your partner's not. And now that the energy level might be off a little bit and you gotta sit there and try to mesh it and try to, sending a request through the phone. All right. You might try to sit there and try to blend that situation. You know what I mean? Whatever it is, your girl might be having a bad day and you got to try to sit there and figure it out, spend some time with her, chill with her, pick her brain, see what's going on, know what she likes to try to make her feel better, or vice versa. You might be having a bad day, you know what I'm saying? And she on a good note. And now, you hoping that she could hold you down and give you your space. However, to me, as your significant other, you're supposed to know, to me, what helps them, through their downfall. So if it's that person, just if your man just need a little space, let him get a little space or whatever. You know what I mean? Or if you know that he's the type of dude that wants you to rub his head and talk to him, you know what I mean? You all right, babe? You want me to make you something, fix you a drink, whatever the case may be. This is things that that you should know with each other. And if you don't, this is things that you could talk about, and ask each other when you got your downtime, when you're not running around, taking care of this errand and they taking care of that errand, and y'all have some little sit down time. One of the things you could do is go ahead and find out the pros and cons of each other, what your likes and dislikes of each other. So it all comes back to communication. Something big with communication. A lot of people talk about communication, but you also
Can you
gotta
hear me?
have. Yeah, I'm hearing you, bro. I'm just
Good.
finishing up, giving you still a little freezy. I'm waiting until I see you look
Do
solid
your
and all that, and then we go. I'm just finishing up until I see you look like you got that real solid connection. But right now, you still your screen is freezing or whatever the case may be. So I'm gonna give you time to go inside and get hooked up to the real Wi-Fi. Not that optimum Wi-Fi joint, that free joint. Wherever you at right now, brother. I ain't trying to cry you. You know you my brother, man. It's all love, man. But what I was saying as far as like communication, everybody talk about communication, but to me, bigger than communication is is understanding, making sure you understand, you comprehend what y'all communicating about. Because I could talk to you all day, you could talk to me all day, and if we're not comprehending what we're speaking about, we just wasting our breath. You know what I mean? And then the other person will be like, "But you're not hearing me though." But the other person could say, "You're not hearing me though." So we have to be able to put our pride, ego to the side, and actually really hear that other person out. You know what I'm saying? And try to you know, get some type of substance from it and then retain it. I'm bad at somebody telling me, yo, this is what they like, and then I might forget it later. And that's a flaw that I got. That's something that I know I got to work on. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody got their flaws. The thing is when people try to act like they ain't got no issues, or some people want to front, especially with the gram, want to act like their relationship is on tip top. You know what I'm saying? They don't got no issues. All you seen is them on their vacations and all that, which is nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? But the truth is we all know we go through it. You know what I mean? Nobody really gonna post that up. Ain't nobody gonna post up when I'm beefing with my shorty. You know what I'm saying? Maybe some ratchet couples or whatever want to film themselves fighting or doing some verbal arguments and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Just for likes, really. At the end of the day, people just looking for likes and views. You know what I mean? But you know, it's all to me about communication, comprehending, and then when you comprehend, now you got to compromise. That's a big topic too, because some people might not want to compromise. You know what I mean? And I think some people don't even understand what compromising is. Like, why do I have to give up what I want to do for somebody else? To me, it's like it's a give and take situation. You know what I mean? You want to be able to, all right, this is what I like to do. So this is what you like to do. Let's try to work it out where I'm gonna do what I like to do for a little bit, then we do what you like to do for a little bit. And to me, if y'all can't work that out, that's gonna be an issue, because who's to say what I want to do is more important than what you want to do, and vice versa. You know what I mean? So I think it's real important that, like we said, everybody talk about communicating, but then we got to comprehend what we're communicating about, right? And then we got to try to find a medium in between that, which is the compromising, you know, and then be able to do that with compassion. But I got the 5 C's, what I call it. I call it communicating, comprehending, right? Having what do you call it? Compromising, right? Communicating, comprehending, compromising, doing it with compassion, and all in the name of Christ, right? Having the strength of God with your relationship, you know. So if you got a real relationship, if you really trying to build, I feel like you got to involve God in it some way, so you can have some type of spiritual grounds, you know, to help you know, like, yo, we doing this for life. Like, we trying to build something for and leave a legacy for our kids, you know what I mean? And I feel like by adding God in it, that helps. If you're not spiritual believer, okay, no knocking. I'm not forcing nothing on nobody, but you should have 4 out of them 5 C's in my eyes. You know what I'm saying? The communicating, compromise, God damn it, communicating, comprehending, compromising, and doing it with compassion. You know, even if you don't want to, if you don't not strong on the Christ part yet, which I do, you know, kind of lean on that, because that to me, once you add all of that in, it gives you a nice package. You know what I mean? And then you could kind of be able to understand each other, and without the arguing. You know what I'm saying? Because even, you know, my brother, we having a problem right now logging in and all of that. We agree to disagree all the time. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's a healthy relationship. If you got a homie and or you're female and y'all can't agree to disagree on some things, and somebody just feel like they're right, hands down, that's to me, that's room for disaster. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's gonna feel like they're better than the other person. To me, that's how you get people talking about people later with somebody else, because now they're trying to find somebody else to agree with what they were saying. Yo, let me tell you what happened with such and such, and tell me what you think about this. You know what I'm saying? But if you can agree to disagree on somebody and y'all both walk off, no disrespect, no love lost. You know, I was having a deep conversation with a friend the other day, and he was telling me how he don't believe in God. Well, sorry, I don't want to say he don't believe in God. He say believe in God and stuff, but he don't believe in like the church and everything like that. You know, and you know, he don't believe in actually religion. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not knocking him. He had his pointers or whatever the case may be. At the end of the day, I'm the opposite. You know what I mean? So I do believe, you know what I mean, in Christ and all that. He don't necessarily believe in Jesus and stuff like that, you know, but he believes in the higher power or whatever. But at the end of the day, if you my man, we should be able to talk and be like, yo, all right, that's how you feel. No love, no love lost. You know what I'm saying? You still my man. We still gonna have a drink. We still could chill. Still could kick it. You know, the only thing I'm gonna say is I'm not gonna push what I believe on you, and I don't want you to push what you believe on me. You know what I'm saying? And I think that goes hand in hand with any relationship, whether it's a friendship relationship with you and your homies, or a female and her homegirls, or how you looking, bro? How we looking?
I think we got it figured out, bro.
Think
Hopefully.
we got it?
I think we did.
I don't know if
Yes, sir.
you was hearing me while I was chopping it up.
Nah, bro, because I was busy trying to figure this out, yo. I didn't
Got
hear
you.
nothing. I ain't hear nothing you said. But I know
I'm
you
gonna
was holding it down.
finish up and I'm gonna let you jump in. I was basically just to recap what I was saying. I was saying like I believe that like in the 5 C's in a relationship, which is like communicating, uh comprehending what you communicate about, compromising if you have to do some compromising, do it with compassion because you really care
Okay.
about what y'all talking about. And then I
True.
said, in the name of Christ. I now said
Okay.
some people may not have that spiritual relationship in their relationship, and I think sometimes that's what that's like the icing on the cake that they don't have. They got the cake,
Right.
they got the filling, but they don't have that icing, that godly icing on the cake. But I'm not knocking anybody who don't. That's not what I'm here to push on anybody.
Right.
So I say you should
Right.
have at least 4 of those C's, which goes back to the first 4, which is the communication, comprehending what we communicate about, compromising if we have to, and then doing it with compassion, meaning we could talk regular without me raising my voice, you raising your voice, and we're really trying to find a middle ground in what we like and what we dislike. So that was something that I just, give a quick
Okay.
recap of what I jumped in. I also threw in relationships with your homies, like me and you. We plenty of times we agree to disagree on stuff, and there's no love lost.
Facts. Nah,
No
for
love
real.
lost. Still my brother at the end of the day.
Yeah, I mean, again, you got to remember we're individuals. We think for ourselves. We have a mind of our own. But the thing that with me and you, I realized early that we kind of thought the same things. Like if there was a situation that needed to we need to figure out how to get certain things done and the process of actually getting it done, I realized that the way how I would go about it, you're going about it that way. So we never really clashed on a lot of things, but then there would be those things that you saw it one way, I saw it the other way, and we had to agree to disagree because you stood firm on your belief or your position, and I did too, so but going back to like your relationship with your girl, like communication, as you said, is, to me, trust and communication is two of the most important things, right?
Yeah, trust.
Because yeah,
Trust.
trust and communication, and if you don't have that as a foundation of your relationship, then you're building your relationship on the sand, right? And it's trust is not easy to build, right? It's not, but it's very easy to lose it. And when you lose that trust, to regain it is like
Man, it's so hard.
it's hard, man. Because
So hard.
whatever damage that was done by you breaking that trust, that is strong in the back of that person's mind. You know
So
what I mean?
let me ask you, because I know how I go into new relationships. And when I say relationships, I'm not talking about I'm talking about I'm already married, right? So I'm not talking about that aspect. I'm talking about necessarily me meeting a so-called new friend, right? Or even if somebody is single and or if I was single and meeting a new female, right? I start people off at 100. I'm not sure. I don't know if you do the same.
Everybody, for me, everybody is at
Okay.
100.
'Cause
Respect
some people,
everybody.
some people's the other way around. You have to
Build up.
earn, build up. So for
You
me,
get it. I give it to you.
I'm
And
giving it to you off top,
and as we go, you start losing it based on
subtracting.
your
Based on your action, I'm like, oh, that was some sucker stuff right there.
you done lost 10%.
Yeah, you done lost some points right there. Yeah, but everybody's different. I think that would be a good question to ask people. Like, few people who's in here, like, do you start people off at 100? Like, you just meet somebody off the bat, do you start them off like a genuine, you giving them 100, you gonna be 100, or are you the reserve type and you holding back because you watching this person and this person has to earn? You know, so that's a good question to probably ask whoever's in here. And y'all could drop it in the comments how y'all feel. If you start people off with 100, you could just drop 100. If not, drop a zero. You know,
I'm giving them 100 off top, because again, you don't know this person. So it's gonna take some time for you to learn this person. And remember, you're giving them 100 because you're keeping it 100 with them, right? And if you see like that person is doing some things that you wouldn't do, and I mean the expectation is, and we could keep the expectation basic. I'm expecting of you what you're expecting of me, or what I'm expecting of myself. Like, I know I'm gonna be honest with you. I know I'm gonna try to at least compromise as much as I can on certain things, right? And I would expect the basic, the same things from you, for you to compromise, for you to, communicate with me, because again, we can't know what each other is thinking unless we have that conversation. And I think that's where a lot of relationships, go down. But when you getting into a new relationship, you have to see value in that person, especially if you're a person building yourself, right? If you've been out of a relationship and you took the time to really work on yourself, because a lot of people go in new relationship without working on themselves, and they bring the same energy, the same feelings into this new relationship, and that sometimes can be, recipe for disaster, right? So when you talk about being equally yoked as well, it's not just on a spiritual level. Spiritual level is definitely, one of the key things, being equally yoked. But mindset, I was listening to a talk with Miles Monroe, and he has the female as the incubator, right? So for us males, when we go into a relationship, we have to have some form of vision for this relationship, because your woman now is going to be there to help you manifest this vision. So this woman really will take some raw materials that you give them and turn that out into a finished product, right? So if both of you guys are not projecting the same energy, or you guys don't have the same mindset, you're a save and she a spender. That's a problem, right? But how do we compromise, right? How do we compromise? Okay, let me give you a little account where that's your spending account. See, being that you haven't controlled your spending habits yet, you can't go over this amount, and we're going to make sure that we cap it. I mean, and people might look at it different. Oh, I'm working my own money, you can't tell me what to spend. Then if that's the conversation,
if you're trying to build a solid relationship, finances got to be a topic.
It has to. There's no way around it. You get what I'm saying? And again, I would hear some married couples, like, they would have the same accounts, and then you have some with different accounts. You know what I mean? Whatever works. Like, if that's the conversation that you had and you made that decision, then if it's single account, if it's different account, then that's for you, your situation, right? But you have to make sure that you guys are at least on the same page as it pertains to the things that you like. You have to have some things you have to like some things that the other sex like, for you to really grow and build like a sustainable relationship. You don't have to like everything the other person like, but you have to at least have some things in common, right?
Yeah, you definitely got to. And you look like you're freezing again. Hopefully it's just a minor glitch here. You look like you're back. As far as what you were saying, you want to make sure that finances is okay, because that's what I was going to say is 50% of relationships that with divorces is over finances.
Financial.
Right? So whether the woman is doing better than the guy and feel like the guy is not holding up his end, or and I don't know about everybody's situation, but I could figure it could go either or. It could be the guy feel like, yo, I'm carrying all the weight, and the female is probably not doing her, and he may want her to cook, clean, or whatever the case, that old school stuff. and she's not delivering, or she probably feel like she don't have to, you know what I'm saying? Then to me, those could always be rooms to have that separation. You know
So
what
I
I'm
want to
saying?
ask a question. Is there rules? Are there rules for the female in the house and the male in the house? What do you feel
Um,
about that?
I believe is what y'all agree on.
Okay. No, but do you think like off rip certain things is more so seen as the duty of a female or the duty of a wife?
I believe certain
You
things, but once again, we back into opinions. You right? Back into
not necessarily opinions.
it's my
It's
opinion.
cultural,
Could be cultural,
because
but then
yeah,
you got people who spin off their culture too. Like, you know what, this is
true. Not
cultural, but
and you guess
I don't
what?
want to do that.
But hold on, but guess what too? Getting in a relationship with someone from a different culture is also a challenge,
Yes,
right?
sir. Yep.
That's also a challenge because
Different
your
culture,
your
different
culture your
different
culture said
nationality.
your culture said nah, that's not cool, and my culture said yes, it is.
So these are things, right? What goes to and back with the first three C's what I spoke about, which is got to communicate. When we first start talking, these are things we got to communicate about, right? Um, we got to be able to comprehend and understand. Like, do you understand that if me and you continue further, this is what I expect of you, because my religion or my culture or my nationality believes that a female should do this, right? Or, or can we compromise, right? This is what we're gonna do. All right, your culture does this, my culture do that. We're gonna mix it up. We're gonna do this on Monday and Tuesday, and then Wednesday, Thursday, or however. We're gonna do this in the morning and in the night. We're gonna do, there's ways of. To me, it's so much. To me, there's no real rule, right?
We
But
have
if
to
you want to
find a
go to
middle
my
ground.
opinion,
We have to eventually
you,
we have
you
to
gotta,
eventually
and
find a
this is what
middle
I
ground.
think dating is about. This is what I think dating is about. Like, a lot of people, they're young. We was out there young, just having fun, whatever the case may be. You may just be dating just to be having fun, not really looking for a relationship, right? You're just looking to hang out, chill, you know what I mean? And that could be room for disaster, because sometimes people try to make themselves seem nicer and cooler than they really are until you get to the
Trying to
hanging
put
and chilling with them,
trying to put the
and then you
best foot
realize they're
forward.
not, right? You realize they're not
People
that
put up
cool and
that
all of that.
people put up that facade, people put up that image that they want someone to know, but
Yeah,
or they want someone to become familiar with. But in
right.
reality, they were just pretending. A lot of
Pretending.
people do it.
Right.
But for me, I'm giving you who I am from day one. And
Up
ain't no
front.
change. You're not gonna see nothing different from when you met me and 5 years ago, other than a positive growth. If
Right.
if any changes, it's gonna be something positive. If I used to
Positive.
smoke when you met me, 5 years from now, you may not see me smoking anymore.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? But overall, the personality that you're getting from day one, that's who you're gonna see throughout the course or throughout the life of the relationship. And I think also you could have personality clashes as well.
Yeah,
You know,
personality. Shout out to my brother Bass, but yeah, personality as well. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That. But see, once again, it goes back to dating, right? That's why I don't think that people should jump into a so-called committed relationship so quick. That's why I think we got so many failed relationships, because once again, everything is what you feel. Everything is what you and that person agree on, right? So you may be dealing with a girl. She may feel like 3 months. After 3 months, y'all gotta be in a relationship. Salute, my brother. Salute, salute. We were just bumping to what it looked like, just listening to you. You know what I'm saying? Um, but yeah, so a female might say, "Yo, after 3 months, nah, what we doing? What we doing here?" You know what I'm saying? I'm not into that dating life like that. Like,
but guess what? If she's worth it, right? And you will know. You will know after 3 months. You're gonna know if you
right,
want to have something serious with this female, or you gonna keep it moving. After 3 months, you have to know,
So let me
right?
go back to what I was saying though, right? So what I was saying, right? Because I got cut prematurely. So one female might say 3 months is enough to know. Another female might say 6 months. You know what I mean? 3 months is too short to really know if I want to be in a relationship with you. And it could go vice versa. It could be the dude pressing the issue, right? After a certain
True.
amount of time. It could be the dude saying, yo, sorry, what's up? I'm digging you. It's 3-4 months. I'm not liking the fact that some nights I can't chill with you because the thought that you might be chilling with another dude is like, you know what I'm saying?
See, we not entertaining that kind of, nah, bro.
But you gotta remember when you dating, remember, we're not
Virgin.
we're not we're
So
not
so
we're
so
not
this the thing.
exclusive. We're not
This the thing.
exclusive when we dating.
Well, I don't know. Like that's if we dating, like if I say, yo,
No, hold on.
hold on, you talking about the beginning stages of this?
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking
Okay.
about.
But at the same time though, if we met at the club, or I approach you and we start chopping it up, right? And I'm gonna ask you, like, yo, you have somebody in your life, right?
You opened
Hold
up a
on,
whole
man.
can of
No,
worms.
I'm gonna. I want to know. I want to know.
But
You know what I'm saying?
who how many hold on.
No.
Hold on.
Hold on. I want to know. I want to know if you have somebody in your life, right? If you tell me you have
I just
somebody in
wanna
your,
know
well,
if
see this
you
mother. If you
go
have
ahead.
somebody, in your life, see,
Go ahead.
I have to make that decision, right? If I'm okay with that, you know what I'm saying?
Hold on. This is what a can of worms that you opened up.
Mm-hmm.
Because who's to say they're gonna keep it 100?
Oh, that's on them. That's on them. So if they
Who's to
say
say
no, but hold on, let me answer the question. Let me answer it. That's on them. If they say no this early, and you have potential, the person has potential, and let's say you in 2 months now, and you find out, then yeah, you would have wasted 2 months, but you would have almost wasted a couple years with this person. You get what I'm saying?
no, that's a fact. But this
But
this is where I'm going back to.
if I but hold on, if I'm courting someone, I don't expect that. Like, I'm dating with intentions, yo. I'm dating with
That's it.
intentions.
So now you gotta remember, are we talking about the 30s? Hold on, are we talking about our 30s where we at now, or are we talking about our younger days? Because when I'm talking, I'm just talking in general. You
Right.
sound right now.
Listen,
Hold
bro.
on.
Listen.
You sound right now like you being real like specific.
No, not necessarily. But what I'm
Yeah.
saying is this. What I'm saying is, anybody that sees someone that they wanna, if they have some level of maturity about them, right? And they see somebody, they shouldn't go over to that person and just wanna just, if they don't see, like, if they don't see, or how should I put it now? If they don't see a future with this person, or if they don't see the potential of a future with this person, you can't tell from just the initial meeting, but you're going to have a conversation. You're going to pick the person's mind, right? So the first week, yeah, you just getting to know each other. You go hang out, eat some food, go to the movie, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You're picking the person's mind, right? But let's say we in a month now, a month in, right? And we passed the initial stages, a month in, right? And she's talking good, you're talking good, and you look like, all right, I want to get serious with this person. I have to be dating with intentions. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, like I said, to me, it all depends on where you at in your life. To me, it depends on where you at in your life because how many times, and we could go back, because I used to do it when I was younger, that you can meet a female. And I'm just going to use a club or a mall scene, where you with the first, because 9 times out of 10, I don't care what nobody said. It's some type of physical appearance that
It's
casts
always
that
the
grasp,
physical appearance
right?
at first.
And once again, it could depend on certain situations. If it's just the first time I'm seeing you, 9 times out of 10, it's a physical appearance. and probably same thing vice versa for the female, right? But then we can get into a deeper situation where it can be a situation where you go in an after school class or some type of class, and the person at first, you know, looked okay, but it wasn't until as you end up sitting next to the person in class and you interacted with this person. Now you're starting to see a beautiful person, not physically, but mind, conversation,
Energy.
energy, all of that. That could be another form of attraction too, right?
True,
But
true.
so I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go off the physical first, which is what most
Yeah,
people
yeah.
go off of, right?
Physical attraction, the
Um,
first level of attraction.
right. There's times when I remember you meet a chick and they might ask you up front, yo, what's your situation? Listen, right now I'm single and I'm not looking for a relationship, right? And a
You
female
kept
could
that.
tell you that.
But
A female could,
she asked you. She
yeah,
asked you,
right,
and you told her. So that's
right.
different.
So, so that's my point. Like I said,
Yeah, that's
to
different.
me,
She
if
asked you.
everything is about what's spoken about and agreed on, you know what I'm saying? I mean, shout out my brethren. Wagwan, bad for this.
Oh, yeah, man.
Wagwan. That's my college brother, man, from
Unruly.
Southampton. Salute for checking in. You see me?
For
You
real, for
know,
real.
but but yeah, so it to me is the grounds that you set in the beginning, and I'm going. Let's just say, boom, you meet the female, and you say, listen, we just hanging out, we just chilling. She doesn't have nobody. She claims she don't have nobody. Guys, I'm gonna say this real quick. Stop lying. If you got a girl, stop telling these females you single. Stop telling these chicks you single, man, because you love room for disaster. To me, when you tell a chick I'm single, she's thinking that she has an opportunity to build a relationship with you, and a lot of dudes sometimes they mess that up and they come in off the rip, knowing they got a girl, knowing they got somebody that they kind of still, you know what I'm saying? Got a little situation. Salute, Regin. You know what I mean? They may still have a little situation that they tied to, but they want to pursue something new. I feel like just keep it real. Just keep it real
I
from the jump.
respect. I respect, and I've had this experience where there was a situation where I was approaching someone, right? And while over a period of time, I was told like she was in a situation and she wanted to fully cut from it. Like it was already going down, but she wanted to kind of fully separate it herself before she even went out on a date with me. You know what I'm saying? And that was like the first time, I've had that experience where she was up front and trying to tell her, listen, yo, I'm trying to get this situation fully behind me before I move forward. And at first I didn't even understand it based on the conversation about the situation, but I had to respect that.
Yeah. And like I
You know what I
said,
mean?
everything is about what's spoken about in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Everything. I could go far left, but I'm just saying you got married couples who have open relationships.
I just seen something with Will Smith and Jada, bro.
That's a whole other. For years it was talks about that they was into the swinging thing. But who, if I'm in a monogamous relationship, right? Who am I or my wife to judge those people and say that's not right?
We can't judge them. We can't judge them.
Yeah,
Because if both parties agree upon a certain lifestyle, that's on them. Who cares what the
that's on
world want to
them.
think?
So
That's on
that
them.
lets me know there is no rules to relationship. It's whatever you and the significant other agree on. Do you agree with me? Do you agree that it's
For the
what
most
you and your
part, for the
significant
most
other?
part, for the most part, is what you and your significant partner agree upon. You know what I'm
So
saying?
what you
But
say for the most part?
there are some fundamental rules. There's some fundamental rules to relationship, I would say. You know what I'm saying? But
Okay, no
hold on up,
cheating.
as it pertains to the intricacies, of the relationship, what you wanna have, things that you want to do, and how do you feel about this, and you want to involve Because right now, I mean, we in 2021, man. 2022. There's a lot going on out there. You get what I'm saying? Like, females are more open to certain things now. You know, when in the past you brought certain things to a female or your girl, she looking at you like you crazy.
Right, right.
You know what I mean? So again, yeah, to some extent, it's all about what you and your partner agree upon, the lifestyle that you guys want to live. You know, but at the same time, I think all relationships come with some form of fundamental, you know,
Yeah,
fundamentals about it.
I feel what anybody want in any relationship, whether friendship, brethren and brethren, girlfriend, not that way, but a girlfriend and a girlfriend, or a couple relationship, right? Is to me the core is loyalty. At the end of the day, is loyalty, right? So whatever, like I ain't see you in how many months or even a year, bro. I don't remember the last time I saw you physically in person. Maybe if we sat and thought about it or whatever, right? So what you say, what? So what
What,
you say, sir? We
what is
don't
she
know what you're
talking?
talking about right now.
They'll have to
But
ask a question, correct?
we can talk after, Marcy. We ain't gonna start no jam right here. We gonna talk off of this
Oh
live.
my
But
gosh.
see, she threw my train of thought off what I was saying.
Can't make Marcia throw your train of thought off, so you know, brother. You can't get
No,
so
no.
distracted so easy, you know.
Anytime I read a comment, that's what usually happens. But loyalty, what I was saying, loyalty to me is the core of a relationship. Like I said, I may not have saw you for a couple of months or whatever the case may be, or like I said, it may have been a year. We still talk at least once a month, once a week, or once we need to let certain amounts of time talk without talking, right?
Right, right.
But when I see you, I don't expect you to move any different from when I saw you last year. Vice versa, I'm sure you don't expect for me to move any different than when you saw me last year. Just because we didn't see each other in a while doesn't mean that, we don't get to hang out like how we used to, because we are grown and we have our own responsibilities. We have our own families now that we're raising. We can't spend the time together that we would, as we did when
True.
we was younger, before we had families,
Right. When we were younger,
right?
we had that
That
freedom.
freedom, that freedom,
We
right?
had that flexibility.
But one thing what we had was loyalty to each other.
Had, for real.
So
We did.
I don't even want to say have, right?
No, man. No. Yeah, but I got you.
I know what you're saying, but I'm a speak affirmative, have, right?
Right.
So therefore, if I see you tomorrow, there's no reason I should feel like I got a week gap from you.
Facts. Like, it don't matter. Like,
Right.
I have certain friends, you included, that I don't necessarily speak to on a daily basis, right? Like, I have a homeboy from Jamaica. Me and him grew up from we went to school together, right? 7th grade, all the way up till now. But just talked to him over the weekend. We haven't talked in like almost 2, 3, 4 months. But anytime me and him talk, it's like the conversation. It's like we just finished a conversation and picking it back up.
Right, like I never took a break off.
Correct.
Yeah.
When I go around him, the same thing. Anytime I come to New York and come link you, the energy not change.
Same thing.
The person who me leave the last time are the same person I come back and encounter the next time. So there is a consistency that you need. And again, people can change for the better too, but if you change for the worse, and I'm like, yo, something is off with Shake, we're gonna have a conversation about it, but based on what it is, it's not supposed to let me stop dealing with you, but it might change the way how we deal with you.
Right.
Yeah, you understand what I'm saying?
Right. Depending on what the situation
Depending on
was.
what the situation, there you go.
Because certain things is talkable. Certain
Correct.
things is like, yo, bro, let me
What's
talk
up?
to you real quick. Certain
But
things is
shit,
like, yo, you really did that? I gotta watch you different now.
bro. And that's why, like, when you go through certain things, man, there is like a lesson to learn. Because I look at it like, yo, I didn't lose, I learned, right? And if you keep on doing the same thing and you getting the same result, then you're really not learning that, right? So when it comes to relationship now, like for say, all right, I meet somebody and I say, yo, me and them are brethren. Nah, you got to put in work to get like a brother title. You get what I'm saying? Like we have years, and some of my other virgin them, we have years of consistency, meaning mutual respect. You understand? Mutual respect. You not try go around me not try go around you. You understand? We understand each other. We come there, you come here, and it's all love, right? But when you have someone who you really respect, you really check for the person, you really regard the person as a real friend, and that person go around you, then you have to look into it like, yo, if this person could do this to me, yo, and this is like my brother, right? Then
What can he not do to
I
me?
can't put it past the stranger. I don't know what your intentions are coming in. You might see value in me that you're trying to explore. You understand? So you coming in with certain intentions. Your intentions may not be what I'm willing to partake in. So I have to kind of like have that guard up to kind of feel like, yo, what this
Yeah,
person is about coming in. You know what I'm saying?
and I think, and that's, like I said, relationships, and nobody don't try to intertwine my wordplay. What I'm trying to say, whether you having a genuine brethren relationship, right, brother to brother, or or male and female, right, companionship, is certain core things that stay there. And what's that is? That's that loyalty. Also,
Loyalty, bro.
if that loyalty is broken from a brethren, the next dude you meet that you feel like is trying to be your friend, you're not gonna be so quick to let in your circle.
Nah.
Hold on. It goes hand to hand with a couple, male and female, right? Um, if you felt like you laid out a red carpet for your past relationship, and that person, not to say could just be that person, but they took advantage and they broke your heart, whatever the case may be, the next female or vice versa male that you meet, you might have this guard up, right? You got scarred. So now it's going to be harder for you to roll out that red carpet like you did last time. So it just goes same to say, like we change from each trial and tribulations of past relationships.
Because again, you know, there's some scar that is left, and I mean, the way how the mind is the way the mind works is it's trying to prevent you from getting hurt or pain, right? So if you experience pain with one relationship, you're gonna be a little reluctant into just jumping back into another one because it's the fear factor now. The fear of going back through that pain, because some breakup, it takes a process for really get over certain relationship breakup. You understand? You might be so much into this person, and you and her building or whatever it is that you guys doing, or vice versa. You know, she might be into you, and you call it off, and it damages her to the point where she probably lost all hope after you, because maybe she saw hope in you. Maybe she was at a place and you brought her out of it, and then maybe she wasn't fully healed. And I put her back into it. But
so check this out.
Hold on. Hear me out. It's not necessarily you putting her back. Maybe she wasn't fully healed, so she's certain things from the past she's still doing, right? That you are like, yo, this is not working. Maybe she don't even know that she's doing it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it wouldn't out, but the relationship itself didn't work. So it put her back to that place where like, yo, I'm done with men.
Some people are scarred by their growing up.
That too.
Their upbringing.
Childhood
trauma may have an effect on how their relationships are. I don't even want to say may. It's almost proven, I'm sure it is, that there's stats of people who came from single parent homes act like this, or people who came from a parent with a mother and father married might act like this. So your upbringing has a lot to do with the household that you grew up in has a lot to do with it. But you said something that made me want to jump on this real quick, and it's something I thought about a long time ago. And to me, in every relationship, right? And let me know if you agree. Do you feel like somebody loves somebody more?
Yeah, yeah, I think
That's
so.
kind of crazy, right?
Yeah, I think so because again, it's funny. Like when you love a person, like let's say you're the one leading with the love, right? That person could tell, and you could tell too, based on how the interaction is going. You could tell if it's kind of off balance, right? But you love the person for whatever reason. You love the person. You love the person, right? And it don't work. Let's say it don't work. You put your heart out there. You became vulnerable. You told the person how much you love her and whatever, and it don't work. See? I hear people say, "Yo, me need to find somebody will love me," right? Because the one me love, now show me no love.
Hold on. The one you love
Mm-hmm.
somebody else.
Love somebody else. Facts. And the somebody else where she love somebody else. So
Yo,
yo.
you know what? I've seen so many diagrams and picture stories on Instagram, but I don't want to say I never seen. Maybe I saw it, but like to give you an example, like I seen the picture, which when you read it and comprehend it, you get the message was trying to be transpired, right? So the one of them is, and sometimes it's a split screen where you have the same image at the top and the same image at the bottom, but something is a little different between, or they might be side by side, right? But one that I'm gonna use, for example, like the guy who's with the axe pick and they digging in the mountain,
I
right?
know which
And
one.
one guy, the guy at the bottom, we're seeing the inside of the mountain with the
So
big diamond right up top, and the guy at the top, he's picking, he's this close away from getting that big diamond. But homeboy at the bottom, right? He picks and he finds the little diamond. He takes that little diamond and he runs off
he's done.
because he done got his little diamond. And what you do now? The man who was picking up top said, "Damn, diamonds is downstairs, down there." And go down where that dude and picking it, and all we see is straight dirt after that. But if he would have stayed doing what he was doing, he would have got that big diamond. I say that to say this. I don't recall seeing a diamond because I think about it in my head, but to see like a diaphragm where there's a guy, let's say, handing a flowers to a girl, but her back is turned to him. And that girl is handing money to a guy, but his back is turned to her. That guy handing flowers to another girl,
But
that
that
girl's
and
back.
her.
You get what I'm trying to say, right? So, and the person who's handing something, you could see maybe like hearts over their head or something. It's just something that I'm thinking about. So it's showing that they have the love for the person that's in front of them, right? And I feel like the one who's gonna end up in the relationship is the person who turns around and
Okay.
receives.
Okay. I get
You
what
get
you're
what I'm saying?
saying.
The person who turns around and receives the flower. Whether it's the guy, whether it's the female who turned around and received the flowers, or if the guy who, and I'm just using adjectives, or is the guy who turns around and receives the money from the girl. But my point is, the person who turns around, or even if it's somebody tapping the shoulder, we can take away the money and the flowers. A guy could be tapping the girl on the shoulder and so on and so on. But the person who turns around to the tap, those would be the one who would get. Now, you may say the person who was tapping may have more love for the person that they tapped. But
Well, I mean, based on your illustration, yeah, that's basically what you're trying to depict, right? That's what you're trying
yeah,
to explain. But you know what I do believe though? I do believe that, you could really find a good woman, because again, let's say you've been in situations where you've been hurt and you're just tired of it, and that woman is in situations where she's been hurt and she's tired of it, see? And both of you guys meet, hit it off, energy right. You talk about, things that happened in the past, and you tell her what you're looking for, and she tells you what you're looking for, what she's looking for. And it just so happened that, you guys mesh and you
yeah,
guys
yeah.
build something beautiful out of
I
that.
believe, I
You know what
believe
I'm saying?
that's
That,
possible.
yeah,
I
but
believe that's possible.
and again, you have people in toxic situations where they know it's toxic, but there's just
That's
this
all they know.
hold. Yeah, there's just this hole they don't want to leave. Let me tell you this, man.
Some people in toxic relationships, they stay for the excitement.
Hey, more powers to them. More powers to them.
I don't know. I thank God that I'm not in that. I couldn't sign up for that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But you know, it's similar to, and I know if it's females right here, it might get upset, but like that saying, "Happy wife, happy life." I'm not 100% with that saying.
This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Like, me and you think the same way. Why can't be happy husband and wife, happy life? Right. Everybody needs to happy. Everybody needs to be happy. But I get it though. I get it.
I get what they're saying.
I get
now,
it.
So for the dude who lets the woman runs everything, right? Because I hear, like, when I was younger, and I was blessed to be a manager early at an early age, right? In a warehouse in Virginia that where I used to work at, right? Mm-hmm. I used to have dudes who could have been my father who were employees of mine, right? Mm-hmm. And I would see their wives come up on payday. Mm-hmm. And Crazy. The man would have to sign his check and hand it over to the wife. Mm-hmm. And the wife gonna cash that check and give him $40. I'm talking about out of $300 check. Mm-hmm. She gonna take that $260 and give him $40.
All right, so let me touch on that for a second. Maybe, and again, that is stemming from a single family household situation where that man might have saw his mother took care of everything, right? A lot of us grew up in a single family household, right? Some men decide to be the kind of men that you're talking about, that you just mentioned, right? And some men decide that they're gonna be the man in the relationship. No, this is what I believe. I believe in whatever area you're strong in, I'm giving it to you. If you're stronger in the financial area than I am, you're going to handle the finance, but I'm still going to be over it. You get what I'm saying? I'm still going to be a part of the decision making, right? If I know that you're an organized person, and I mean, you could tell when someone is financially strong, right? Their credit is good. They make sure that they pay their bills on time. Nothing is late, all of that. I mean, there are telltale signs of that.
You learn all of that within that first month of the person.
If that's the case, and if you're working as a team, remember, nothing's going to get done without the next party knowing, right? Because we're building trust. So I'm going to be like, all right, babe, here's what you need. Take care of everything that needs to be taken care of, because that's your role. I might have another role. Like growing up, it was me, my sister, my mom, and my cousin. I was the only male in the house, right? I never cleaned the bathroom growing up. But I was used to using a clean bathroom. On the flip side to that, my sisters never took the garbage up outside. I did all the yard work. See, my mom wasn't going to send them outside to clean the garbage up when the goat or the dog come in and tear up the garbage. Even if I'm going to school and I come outside and I see the garbage ripped up and all over I had to clean that up. And I had to make sure I did it in a way where my clothes wasn't dirty up, right? Wasn't soiled, right? But on the other end, I did not clean a bathroom growing up. But guess what? I learned though. Being on my own, because I was used to a clean bathroom, being on my own, I had to clean my own bathroom. You get what I'm saying? No, a woman coming in my life.
And also cooking. You have to cook.
Bro, I'm a top chef. I proudly say.
So I'll give you a quick example because we got to shut it down quick. An hour and 8 minutes went by already, bro.
But remember,
real quick.
I was on here for about like half an hour, bro.
I know. Not come on, bro. But to top it off real quick, to give you an example, you a great cook. I wasn't. I was told to get out the kitchen because my father, rest in peace, wasn't a man who believed that a man should be in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm. But can I tell you this? And that's fair. But he grew up in a different time. Nowadays, parents can't get their daughters in the kitchen, and these daughters are trying to be wives. What are we gonna eat?
That's one of their downfalls.
What are we gonna eat? We're gonna go out and eat out every night? No. You get what I'm saying? But this is the thing. If you can't cook, that's not a negative for me. See?
Right.
Or
For you, that's not. See,
that's
that's for
not a
you. But
negative
for
for me.
me,
You know
but for
why?
me,
But
that is.
hold on. Because again, this is me. I grew up with 3 females in the house, bro. I barely did some cooking. But
Yo.
guess what? You see on a Friday night, hold on, man. You see on a Friday night, when me come in from Bargram, I'm hungry. I say, yo, what the food there? Them look for me like them crazy because they've been cooking Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday. So guess what I did? But get the pepper, the tomato, the onion, and start whip up something. I learned for cook rice. So I was doing basics.
Bro,
Basics.
I tried to learn, but Pops ran me out the kitchen. So that's when my boy Alexis come out and said, huh, y'all better can cook. Take a day off your pretty looks, you want to live in the restaurant and done, man, back book. Cook. Eh, recipe book. I said, baby. You know what I'm saying? Lexus is the dog.
For real.
Lexus are the done for that. You know what I'm saying?
I would tell any woman that's trying to be a wife, at least learn to cook a few meals. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to be a gourmet chef. You don't have to be, and we're not telling you to be in the kitchen every day. You know what I'm saying? That's not what I'm saying at all. Because I could cook, and I don't mind being in the kitchen and cooking. You know, personally, I believe like you in a relationship and both parties could cook. Whoever gets home first, jump in at the kitchen, yo. You know what I'm saying? Whoever gets home first, jump in at the kitchen and make it happen. Because everybody just had a long day. You know what I mean? Everybody just had a long day. So if we on that level where, you know, I could help myself, you can help yourself, but we're a team. I'm coming. You get home first. Go ahead, whip something up. I get home first. I'm going to whip something up. So when you come in, some of the pressure is off you.
Yo, I'm telling you, bro. We could keep going on and on, man. Because one of the problems, and I'm gonna say this real quick, where let's say we went with that. Let's say you and the female agreed on that, right? But now you coming home a couple of days, and that female's like, you like, damn, she got home first. Hopefully she making something, and she don't.
I'm gonna tell you. All right, so let me tell you this right now. You see, if you're there home, come home, know some hungry. If you're
making
home,
sure she like that.
If you're home, and I know you're home, and I come, you see, if we have the conversation, say, and I go cook and we agree, that's one thing. But if I'm coming home expecting some food, right?
This is where problem.
If I open the door and my nose not get greeted by the smell, boy, my face change, yo. My whole energy change. I'm telling you.
But this is what, this is where I'm talking about where the clashing of the heads or the clashing of the titans could be, especially or if you got a woman who feels like she want to run the relationship, she want to be able to dictate what you want to do and all of that. This is the grounds where people could bump heads, and that's where we got to have that mutual ground. You're
gonna find some of those females who are, I don't want to use the word aggressive, but they leaders in their own right too. You know what I mean? Maybe their life, maybe how they grew up, that's the only option that they had to become a leader, to become, you know what I'm saying?
Maybe they're growing up caused them to think like that and feel that way.
Correct. But when you meet a real one and that person is doing what he needs to do, you have to remember, your role. You get what I'm saying? And people be like, yo, there ain't no rule. Yes, there is. Yeah, because a woman can do what a man can do, and a man can do what a woman can do. There's difference. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I don't want to open up that can of worms because you got some females who gonna be like, listen, I could do anything a man could do. So.
More power to them.
Yeah, but look, I'm gonna say this real quick. This is where, and I know what I'm gonna say might add on another 5 minutes, but check this out. This is where you got a lot of black athletes. I'm going somewhere left, right? Get scrutinized or backlash when they get a white female. Do you know why they say they do that?
They said the black female is too aggressive, man, and that's not true. I don't think that's true.
I'm not saying that's necessarily true. Not saying that's necessarily true, right? But I feel like
They just wanted
I
a
feel
small
like
bunny, man.
they know how to play submissive. I'm not saying black chicks can't do that, but I feel like, I don't know. I ain't never had no relationship with no white chick, right? But from what it looks like is that
This
they
is,
know how to play a submissive role
you said that is what it looked like.
versus that's what it look like. That's what it look like, right? That they know how to be like, or play dumb. Let the man feel like, even if it's an ego thing, let him feel like he the man. Because at the end of the day, I don't care, any real dude want to feel like the man in a relationship,
And
right?
females have to be smart enough to stroke a man's ego at times, man.
Stroking their ego. But you got some females who say, hell with that. I'm not stroking no dude ego. Listen, homie, your shoes stink. You need to go wash it. Yeah. Listen, it's the way, I think it's all how you talk to people. You know what I'm saying?
But
Everything is
this
how
is
you
it.
talk
But
to
this is it,
people.
though. This is it, though. You're gonna teach a person how to deal with you, man. You
But
are the one.
if you
That's what I'm
accept,
saying. You are going to teach the person how to deal with you. So the first day she does something that is out the way, maybe you
you're
don't
supposed to
jump
check
on
it.
it.
You're
Maybe you
supposed to
don't
check
jump.
it.
Hold on. It depends on the level, right? If it's something crazy that you be like, yo, then you check it. But if it's something like, all right, okay. She do it a second time, be like, yo, all right, so you did it one time, I let it slide, but I realize you're making a habit of this. We're not doing that.
Right,
You get what I'm saying?
right, right.
Number one thing that is a no-no for me, you have a problem with me, we deal with that when we get into the house. You try to start a situation on the road with me, like, yo,
Make a scene, making a scene. That you lose
that's not
cool points
happening.
off of that.
Cool points.
We like you're supposed to be able to hold your composure. I don't care how tight you
You
are.
gotta be adults. You gotta be
Hold your
adults.
composure.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? I'm a strong believer of a female, don't put your hands on a dude.
And
Females,
vice
don't
and
put
vice
your hands on a
versa.
dude. You dig? And men never supposed to put their hands on a female, right? But
Facts.
I got a clause. I got an exception. You box me, I box you. You know what I'm saying? I'm keeping it a buck. Don't put your hands on me. You know what I'm saying? Don't put your hands on me. I ain't gonna put my hands on you. You know what I mean? But if
Yo,
you push me,
let's just say it like this, yo. Nobody putting hands on nobody. That should not happen.
facts.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
but
You have,
you got females who want to do this here to you, this thing.
but this is the thing though. Like you gotta nip that in the bud early, yo. Yo, she do that, you grab the hand and be like, yo, I'm telling you, don't do that.
Set up the finger there.
Yo, try to get through that door, man. Because you know how these females get sometimes. They try to push the issue.
No
Try to get out of
violence,
that.
no hitting. We're not
Try to get
condoning
out
that
of that.
at all. You know what I'm
Try to
saying?
get out of that.
But like,
Nobody
like
hit
I said,
nobody. Nobody put their hands
we
on
really
nobody.
passed our time. Relationships, we could talk for hours on relationship, because once again, to me, there's no set rule. There's also with parenting, there's also no set rule. Is what you believe in, what you grew up and feel like is right. You know, what you may feel like is right is what I might feel is wrong, and vice versa. So there's always going to be gray areas when it comes to relationship and parenting. So the only thing I could say is, on closing, that we deal with people who
With
we could deal
respect.
with, who could deal with us,
We
and
deal with
y'all
people
have
with
the
respect from the ground. We give
respect,
them we deal with them with respect.
loyalty.
We open up with communication because we're not mind readers, people. I cannot tell what's on your mind. If I ask you if you're okay and you tell me you're okay, I am going to believe you even though it's the opposite.
Even though, but I mean, if a female saying, yeah, I'm okay, and you can see, he's like,
That's
come
what I'm
on,
saying.
what's up? Because some people you gotta, shake them up a
Pull it
little bit.
out of them.
Why? What's wrong? You gotta
Pull it
hug them
out of
up a
them.
little bit, kiss them up. What's wrong, baby? Tell me what happened. What happened today? Well, and then they open up and tell you. Now, if I come to you 3-4 times, and cuddling, kissing, and all that, you still on some old, I'm good, and I know you're not good. That's on you. I'm not a
You
mind reader.
tried.
So
You
it
tried.
go
You
back to
tried.
what I was saying. I'm not no relationship guru, but I got my 5 C's: communication, compromise, comprehend what y'all communicate about, communication, comprehend what y'all communicate about, compromise if you have to, do with compassion, and do it all in the name of Christ, man. You my brother.
All day.
I love you, man. Next week we gonna link up, and Make
Yo, let me
make sure
just
you want
say
to
this, man.
make sure
Zip
you
it.
want a solid.
Voila,
Make sure you
voila,
want a
voila.
solid Wi-Fi connect next time,
Listen,
brother.
listen. So my apologies to everyone who tuned in earlier. I was having some Wi-Fi issues, you know what I mean? But next week we have it, we're gonna get it together. You know what I'm saying? So come join us every Tuesday, 6 p.m. Come tap in. I mean, we talking about every and anything, you know. We talking about investing, we talking about parenting, relationships, you know, music, just keeping it positive. So, you know, share the live when you're here. Tell a friend. Let them tell a friend. Come see what we all about. Because everything we do right here is for the betterment and the good. You know.
That's a fact. And you know, like I said, our basis is all for music and life insurances. I do music. My brother Wall Street, he's in the life insurance business. You can always DM us on anything, any topics that you probably think we want to talk, what we should talk about, what you want to know more about. We mess with investing, we mess with crypto, we mess with
NFT,
stocks, trading,
option trading, all that.
um, startup companies. Like I said, making sure you have a life insurance for you and your kids. Um, list as far as music, listening to the right music that's going to motivate you, positive energy that's going to give you some inspiration, not all this BS that's be playing on the radio and all that, and just trying to tune yourself in with more positive people and trimming your circle. If you got negative people in your circle, I'm sorry. If y'all was kids and every day we linking, or you still talking about what we did in high school or what we did when we was in grade school, like, bro, what are we talking about? Know what I
What are
mean?
we
I don't
really
got that
talking
energy,
about?
you know what I mean? So on that note, man, till next week. Once again, special shout out to your son, Nathaniel, on his 5th
The
birthday.
boss, Young
I know
Wall
you gotta
Street.
go spend some time and all of that. So I'm gonna let you go. I gotta go get some rest. Nothing but love. And we
All
gonna
good,
link
man.
up next week, brother.
Definitely, yo. Peace out,
Blessings,
brother.
King.
All right. Shout out to everyone that joined the live. Blessings. See you guys next week.
Yes, sir. The many ways that they try to keep us suppressed, I won't give it a rest until the issue's addressed. More rights to protest. There will be no ruling, but I know I'm gonna stop if the police keep. If you take a walk through my city, take a look right now. This is what it look like. I'ma say I do. This is what it look like. This is what
This
it
is what
look
it looked
like.
like.
Sorry, what it look like, available on all streaming platforms. Just watch out. Just go to any streaming platform and type in Shake Dizzy. You already know what it is. Till next week. Peace and love. Blessings.
That's it.